Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Viewers and listeners, I hope you are well and are benefiting from our videos. Viewers, as you know, there are thousands of such ingenious events associated with Imam Hussain alayhi salam, Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam and Karbala, which are beyond human reason in normal circumstances. Similarly, unusual and unconventional events are considered miracles. Here we will explain that a miracle is that matter or event that overwhelms human reason and which is beyond the principles of science or nature. That is why events attributed to Imam Hussain and other entities or holy places that are beyond normal habits and circumstances are called miracles. Today we are going to present to you a similar miracle. This is a true story of an Iranian air member which he has narrated in his own words. He says that one day he reached Khomeini airport for his duty on a morning flight. The crowd was very large. The passengers were saying goodbye to their relatives. Everyone seemed happy. In this crowd, I caught sight of some people who looked the most excited and happy, and they were all waiting to get their boarding passes. When I looked at the monitor installed on this counter, it said Najaf. I thought, what luck. I wish I could also go to Ziyarat for a few days. Well, I reached my duty where I was supposed to go to Armenia on a flight. Suddenly, my officer said that your flight has changed and now you have to go to Najaf. I was very happy and boarded the flight to Najaf. After an hour, we started boarding. All the passengers came on the plane with laughter and sat down in their seats. The door of the plane was about to close when suddenly an airline officer came in nervously and said, "You have to get two of these people off." I asked why. He said, "I got a call from the airline's managing director's office and they said that two employees have to go to Najaf for very important work of the airline." We all became depressed because whoever we asked to get off would have been heartbroken. Nothing could be done because the order came from the director's office. I went to the pilot and asked him, if possible, to put two chairs in the cockpit where both airline employees could sit. The pilot refused vehemently. Finally, the passenger list was brought and it was decided that the two people who arrived last should be taken off. Those two people were an old couple. I remember that when they were being taken off the plane, they looked very heartbroken and disappointed. Anyway, the plane took off and headed towards Najaf. And after an hour and a few minutes of travel, we reached Najaf. We were all waiting for the pilot to announce the plane's landing, but there was no such announcement from him, and we were circling over Najaf. Half an hour passed, after which the pilot said that due to a sandstorm, we would not be able to land and we would have to return to Khomeini airport. When we returned to Khomeini airport and the doors of the plane opened, the flight officer went into the cockpit and asked the pilot the reason for the return. The pilot told him the whole story. He said in surprise, "Najaf airport is open. Many flights have been landed there after you." I thought there must be some wisdom in this. I went to the pilot and said to him, "Captain, now that we have returned, God willing, we will take these two husband and wife passengers. I wish you had already allowed us to have two chairs in the cockpit." He looked at the flight security officer and said, "Do you think this is the reason for our return? If so, then call them." I was very happy and ran out and asked the head of the convoy, "Do you have the telephone number of these two husband and wife?" He said, "Yes, I do." I said, "Call them immediately," and asked where they are. "God willing, I'm at the airport right now. Call them immediately." He called them, and coincidentally, they were at the airport because they were very tired and were resting in the prayer room. We all started waiting for them happily. We saw an old woman and an old man coming back very happily. When the old woman reached us, she said, "Do you guys think that our matter is in your hands? Did you think that you could cancel our invitation?" Hearing this, our eyes filled with tears. We apologized to them. I said, "Thank you. Thank you, you guys didn't go home. They said, if you were in our place, would you have been back home? And if you did, how would you have gone home? Viewers, now listen to what happened to the two old husband and wife after the flight took off for Najaf. The woman said that our condition was so bad that we were not even able to walk. We went to the prayer room to rest a little and then go home. In the prayer room, I said, O Amir al-Mumineen, O Sayyid al-Shuhada, O Abul Fazl al-Abbas, you had so many guests today. Were we the only burden? Saying this, I started crying and then sleep overtook me. In the state of sleep and wakefulness, I saw that a Jalilul Qadr Sayyid came and said, don't you guys want to go to Karbala? Why are you sitting? I asked. No, we have been taken off the plane. He said, get up, be calm and go to Karbala. As soon as I opened my eyes, I saw that my husband's mobile phone was ringing and you guys called us to the flight. Yes viewers, this was our today's video, which I hope you will like as usual. Viewers, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then we request you to subscribe to it immediately and also click on the bell icon. If you like our videos, then please share them with your loved ones so that more and more people can benefit from these educational videos and more people get to know about such incidents that are so surreal and are related to Ahl Bayt alayhimus salam. Till next time, Allah Hafiz.